so many interesting findings. It's kind of hard to choose just one, but I thought I would pick something that was particularly enabled by the Humanities Research Award. In Moscow, which I traveled to in 2010 and then again in 2011 using the Humanities Research Award at the, it's GARF, and now I don't remember what that stands for, but it's an archive of political history. In the papers of George Lazarev, who was a protege of Katerina Breshkovskaya, who was known as the little grandmother of the Russian Revolution, who was a socialist revolutionary who traveled in the United States in 1904 to 1905 to promote revolution in Russia, and became a tremendously heroic figure in the United States. I found in the papers of her close friend hundreds and hundreds of letters from Alice Stone Blackwell, who was considered the sort of key propagandist of the suffrage movement. She was editor of the Women's Journal, the daughter of Henry Blackwell, the famous famous abolitionist, and Alice Stone, early feminist, and thinking about the ways in which American suffragists really came up with their ideas about female empowerment, in part in conversation with these revolutionaries in Russia, and clearly documented through this correspondence. I had already seen a great deal of correspondence between Catherine Breshkovsky herself and Blackwell and a range of other women, ranging from Emma Goldman to Lillian Wald, the settlement house worker, but finding this cache of letters in Moscow. In the same archive, I also found letters between Harriet Stanton Blatch, who was another great suffragist, and Prince Kropotkin, who was one of the great Russian revolutionaries. Again, seeing these connections very clear, and again, predating the Bolsheviks. I found that was a pretty fascinating finding for me.